Welcome to the April episode of the Coldwell Banker Commercial, in case you missed it, podcast. I'm glad you could join me. These episodes are designed to be your essential monthly refresher, a way to catch your breath and look back at everything that happened over the last 30 days across the CBC network. We have a lot of ground to cover today, including some very high-impact marketing tools, a look back at the desert heat of Palm Springs, and a major milestone in our global expansion. But before we dive into the events, let's talk about how we actually reach our clients. We know that in commercial real estate, staying top of mind isn't just a luxury, it's a mechanical necessity for deal flow. That's why Coldwell Banker Commercial is so excited to officially announce our partnership with Constant Contact. For those of you who aren't familiar, Constant Contact is a leading email and digital marketing platform that consolidates your outreach into one easy-to-use system. The core idea here is to support confident and consistent marketing. We want to help you turn everyday communication into meaningful engagement without it becoming a second full-time job. Through this partnership, which you have access to via campaigns on CBC Worldwide, which provides polished, on-brand templates that are already brand approved. This means you can promote your new listings, share market updates, or provide unique insights without ever having to start from a blank page. It's about building credibility by showing up regularly with timely content. If you want to look and see exactly how this looks in practice, I highly encourage you to join our informational webinar, which is taking place on Tuesday, May 5th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll walk through the technical side of creating and launching effective campaigns and share some best practices for long-term growth. If you're ready to jump in right now, you can head over to CBC Worldwide and click that campaigns tile that's on there, or feel free to access it from the drop-down on CBC Worldwide and link your accounts today. Now, while we're focused on how we're showing up digitally, there is still no substitute for being in the room when the deals happen. And that brings us to our next major update, and that's ICSC Las Vegas. This is the world's largest commercial real estate event, and Coldwell Banker Commercial will continue to be out in full force from May 18th through the 20th. If you've been to ICSC before, you know the scale is unmatched. We're talking about 25,000 decision makers, innovators, and placemakers all in one city. It's 3 days of pure networking and forward-looking content. This year, there are 2 specialized experiences, and I want to make sure that are on your radar. First is ICSC PropTech. If you're interested in technology powering smarter spaces or want to meet the creators behind the newest property tech, you'll want to opt into that. The second is ICSC Women in CRE, which is a more intimate and tailored experience focused on career journeys and building connections with some of the industry's boldest leaders. Now, just a logistical note for those that are planning to attend. Standard pricing ends on May 16th, so don't wait until the last minute to register. Also, help us spread the word. We have social templates in CBC Canva that say, "Join me at ICSC." Use those to let your network know you'll be in Vegas. It's a small step that often leads to pre-scheduled meetings before you even land. That sense of industry connection was also front and center a few weeks ago at the SIOR Spring Conference in Palm Springs. A group of us just returned from California, and the energy there was a strong reminder that the best professionals in our business don't just focus on the transactions at hand. They focus on how they show up in their communities and how they stay involved in the industry. CBC is proud to be an SIOR annual industry partner and sponsor. That group at SIOR is such a tight-knit network of elite specialists who truly value high standards and ethics. The keynote session this year was particularly impactful as Mike Cesario, the CEO of Liquid Death, shared a mantra that I think applies to almost everything we do. Small bets help find the big wins. It's a powerful reminder that real progress often comes through thoughtful, intentional choices we make consistently over time. Not every move has to be a massive pivot to be meaningful. And then Jim Vandehei, the founder of Axios, followed up that with a session on communication. His message was clear. Attention is scarce. In a world where everyone is flooded with information, clarity matters more than ever. You don't get a long time to make an impact. It's actually about 26 seconds. So make your message needs to be concise and worth that recipient's time. And even the lighter moments in Palm Springs reinforce their commitment to quality. You might have heard that CBC has a bit of a reputation for having the best swag at these conferences. And this year we kept that streak alive. Every attendee received a CBC branded SIOR tote bag that people were carrying throughout the show and at the pools during their time there. It was a practical, well-designed, and built to last material. Another one of those small bets that leads to a big win for brand recognition. We're also seeing great momentum with our professionals pursuing that SIOR designation. We minted 4 new SIORs in 2025, and we're on track for another 4 this year. If you've been considering that path, or you want to join us for the SIOR Fall Conference in New York City this October, please reach out to someone on the corporate team. Now, that momentum isn't just limited to our domestic borders in terms of forming connections. Our brand continues to reach further across the globe. And I'm incredibly proud to announce our latest expansion of Coldwell Banker Commercial Uzbekistan. Headquartered in the city of Tashkent, this milestone brings our global platform and standard of excellence to one of Central Asia's fastest growing markets. This firm is led by CEO Andrei Melkuman, and his team is doing a fantastic job of combining deep local market knowledge with the resources of the Coldwell Banker commercial brand. As we continue to grow our footprint in more than 50 countries, additions like this strengthen our ability to collaborate on cross-border deals and provide better investment insights for our clients across the globe. Now, whether we are opening offices in Tashkent or working with clients in our local neighborhoods, we always circle back to our core values. In this quarter, we're focusing on our do right value. This challenges all of us to support ethical business practices and build trust through our actions, even when it isn't the easiest path to take. In the spirit of that value, we are currently looking for nominations for our Q2 Women of CBC Value Champions. This is an opportunity to recognize women, allies, and colleagues who lead with integrity and accountability. If you know someone who fits that description, please submit a nomination via the link on CBC Desk. And while you're on CBC Desk, make sure to save your spot for our Q2 event taking place on June 17th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be a phenomenal session connecting and celebrating the leaders in our network. And as we look towards the month of May, remember that your social media presence is often the first place a prospect looks to verify your expertise. To help with that, the May social media content calendar is now available for download. It's packed with curated content and market trends and helpful articles that you can easily share. It's a simple way to maintain a steady flow of professional content without spending hours at your desk trying to figure out what to post. So that brings us to the end of our April recap. It's been a busy month to say the least, and it was truly great to spend time with so many of you over the last few weeks. As we move further into the spring, I'm looking forward to getting back on the road and seeing even more of our network in person. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this podcast with your colleagues or anyone interested in learning more about our tremendous brand at CBC. Thanks for your time, and as always, we'll see you all soon.